When you don't have goals, you just let anything and everything in, you know? It's like you don't know your purpose, so you have no purpose.
You wouldn't get into a car without putting in a destination. So why would you live life like that?
You're tired of living the same boring life every day, rinse and repeat.
And I think that's what a lot of people are lacking, and that's why there's no clarity and they're not moving the goalposts, because they're extremely vague.
Most people never set goals, and if they do, they're vague and they set them once a year.
Without a target, your time gets wasted, nothing gets done, and you're not moving the needle in the right direction.
This episode is about setting specific goals. This is about giving your mind some direction and your life some meaning.
Welcome to the best flipping show on YouTube, in the world, in the ether.
In the galactical.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
And guys, if you're joining us for the first time, we are the Unplug Podcast, and to help you unplug from societal norms and live life on your own terms.
We are for the entrepreneurs, the dreamers,
Tell them again.
the believers,
Shout it from the rooftop.
those who are fed up with their life and need to make some changes but maybe don't know how to. We're here to help you go to the next level.
Let's go, baby.
Jim Rohn famously said, if you're not setting clear goals, you're like a ship without a sail, moving but going wherever the wind takes you.
Exactly. And now getting straight into it, right? What would you say is the power of goal setting?
Goal setting for me gives you purpose. It gives you direction. It gives you something to just aim for, really aim for. And I feel like in a world where there is utmost and untold distractions, a goal can keep you laser focused, bro. Like, we know social media, this, that. There's always something trying to grab your attention. But when you have a goal, it's almost like you give yourself a purpose, you give yourself some direction, and you, if you're disciplined enough, you block out the noise
100%.
and you focus on something ultimately that's going to help change your life.
100%. And like JP said it, or adding to that, it gives you a lot of clarity, right? And without them, you're wasting energy on things that do not matter. They're not going towards your end goal in terms of who you want to be.
And just to throw in there, we know, like, we set goals, you know, I said at the beginning, you know, some people set goals once a year, but I truly believe that, you know, we should be setting goals monthly, weekly, daily, just to give your life some clarity. And I feel like a lot of people in their lives just lack that clarity, and it's because of lack of goals that, like I said, you know, end up being the target that you're trying to hit, end up giving you something that you can kind of work towards.
And the way the brain works, we need to give our brains a job. They need to function. They need an aim and a destination to go to. You wouldn't get into a car without putting in a destination. So why would you live life like that?
And I just want to say to our audience, and I'm going to ask you, why do you think that most people's goals, that like they fail in terms of trying to achieve their goals?
I think the main reason why people fail is that they're too vague. They're not clear. I want to be successful. I want to be a millionaire. I want to have a six-pack. What does that mean? Like, literally, what does that mean? And again, I think we spoke about it about 2 episodes ago. And I think you said it. Jim Rohn again. I feel like we obviously
Number one mentor.
Number
bro.
one
The
mentor.
Number one
again.
philosopher, man.
Yeah, obviously I'm going to butcher it, but people can watch back on episode 34. But something along the lines of, you know, don't just sort of simply wish to be a millionaire, but of what it will or become of you to be that person, right? And I think that's what a lot of people are lacking, and that's why there's no clarity and they're not moving the goalposts, because they're extremely vague.
100%. And I'm just going to add to that. I feel like, you know, the clearer your goals are, like, the more powerful your actions are. If you set really watertight specific goals, your actions are going to be clear because you clearly understand what you need to do to achieve that goal. And I just feel like, you know, if you are vague, it equals vague results. And we are about clarity. We are about achieving. We are about going to the next level. But you can't do that if you're not specific. If you're not clear on what it is you want to do and what it is you want to achieve.
100%. Now, obviously, sort of bringing it back home now and a bit more personal, what would you say are some goals that, like, significantly, astronomically change your life?
What can I say changed my life? I think launching my current business, I set a goal in 2021 of launching a property business.
Yeah.
And I was very clear on what I wanted to do. I was very clear on what I needed to do. And setting that goal just changed everything, bro. It changed everything. And we spoke about on a previous episode about habits, because in order to achieve certain goals or to achieve goals, right, you have to be doing certain things on a daily basis to achieve those goals. Now, as far as I'm concerned, to achieve the right type of goals, you have to develop positive habits. So not only did setting goals help kind of elevate my life, it also helped me develop good habits. Because if I wanted to build a successful business, I had to be
a certain person.
I had to get up early. I had to be disciplined. I had to work on my personal development. I also had to stop doing certain things as well. So it allowed me to improve my habits.
What would you say is more difficult, starting certain things or stopping certain things?
Definitely starting. I feel once you start, like, you got momentum now. It's hard. I think for me personally, it's harder to get the momentum going. And I'll give an example of that. Like, the hardest part is saying, I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. That's hard, bro. That alarm goes off. You're like, oh my God, I'm still tired. I woke up this morning. I'm still tired, bro. But once you start, get up at 5 Monday, get up at 5 Tuesday, you got momentum now. It's almost like it becomes a part of your life. So it's a lifestyle now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, what about yourself? What do you think's harder, starting or the follow through? Because everyone's different.
Yeah,
right?
everyone's different. I definitely think starting. I agree, because I originally, when I asked that question, I definitely thought like, yeah, stopping. But I think just thinking like, imagine trying to go to the gym, trying to be healthy. Like, imagine like you're severely overweight, like you're big. Like, that is not easy. For like 99% of your life, you're used to eating takeouts, you're 17, 18, 20, whatever stones. Like, it's hard to just get up, let alone to go to the gym and to like exert force against yourself, right? You know, it's hard to like, to stop smoking, right? As well, like it's hard to like now start waking up early. But I think like stopping certain things is like, it's not like always like a drastic stop. It's gradual, like you reduce it, like you reduce the times that you go to bed late so you can now wake up early.
On that, what would you say was a goal that changed your life?
A goal that changed my life was, I wanted to be a property owner.
Okay.
I wanted to be a landlord. Again, sort of coming up again, like when I first moved to the UK, we were like virtually homeless. Like, we didn't have a house to call ourselves. We were just sort of sofa surfing from place to place. And I sort of did the rest that I put my family in, my mum in, my brother in. I feel like I never ever want to experience this again. And I never ever want to have to go through this again for anyone. And I feel like the easiest way to do that was obviously to become a property owner, a landlord. But again, even just sort of saying it aloud, that's super vague. What does that mean? And obviously, to, you know, in South London where we're based, doing that is not for the faint-hearted. It's not cheap. You know what I mean? So I thought, okay, cool. How do I sort of like reverse engineer that, right? So cool. I thought, okay, cool, like high level. What does being a property owner look like? Someone that's had like a diverse form of assets, but has created cash flow to now buy an asset. So cool, I took a step back. I need to find a business model that can start cash flowing me, right? What are certain business models that I can do? Yeah, I could have done, you know, Amazon. I could have maybe done some Forex or some trading, but let me do something in relation to property, because that's the end goal. So then I started doing rent to rent. I started controlling properties that I don't own. So I thought, again, how can I do that? And I started investing in my education. I started learning, and then now I'm a property owner. Right? So again, it's just sort of like with your goals, again, just kind of like reverse engineering where you want to be and who that person is, like you said, and just kind of like collating those steps. Like, you know, just walking down from the pyramid top.
Okay, cool. And in terms of that goal, how has it changed your life?
I think it's massively changed my life, but I feel like always in the sense of, like, obviously I'm now a property owner, I'm now an asset, I now have an additional form of income, like as opposed to just like working a standard 9-to-5 job and additional to my business. So it's changed my life in the sense of, like, you know, having like my location freedom, like my time freedom. I can do whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. That's massively given me a lot more clarity, a lot more mental clarity personally. I feel more authentic. I feel more me working for someone else. And it being so contradictory against my name, being a free man, right? I just felt like that's just massively gave me a lot of mental clarity. Just do the things that I want on my own terms. And it's now giving me opportunities to now create a life for myself and for my family and for the people around me to just do so much more positive things. And also like that's why I'm also helping people to do the exact same thing that I do, right? So I think, yeah, it just elevated me. I feel more at peace. I feel like my ikigai, it's my purpose, you know? But yeah.
Yeah, and there you have it, guys. Like, this is one of the things, and we spoke about it on one of our earlier episodes, like the importance of setting goals, but it's a real thing. Like, it gives you purpose, it gives you direction, it can help you develop skills, it can help you meet new people, it can change your life.
100%.
And you don't want to be going through everyday life just on a whim. You know, just on a whim. When you don't have goals, you just let anything and everything in.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you don't know your purpose, so you have no purpose.
100%. And life is so precious, right? We only get one life. So why would you want to live something so preciously on a whim? It's like you're just holding like a rare, precious gemstone with greasy chicken fingers and you just got it in your pocket. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? That's life. Like, take it more seriously and have more direction and more clarity. Like, it's a serious thing, you know? But yeah, like John said exactly, just having a lot more clarity with your goals are massively important.
Cool. So as you know, guys, we are all about practical steps. And today we want to just show you, you know, how you can maybe start getting your daily goals to actually work for you, how to set daily goals and what that looks like.
100%.
So what would the number one practical step, or give me a couple of practical steps that one can take?
I think the first thing is writing it down. There's so much going up here. We need to write it down. Our small little cute innocent brains can't contain all the amazing inventions, designs, concepts, starts, and whatever it is that we want to do. Pen to paper. They even say like you're more likely to achieve your goals, even aside from business, just by simply like journaling it, right? Putting pen to paper. Like 90% of the most successful people all journal. All business, they all journal, they all write things down. So again, I'm always saying like, why are you trying to reinvent the wheel? So again, put it from here to pen to paper. That's probably like one of the first steps I'll do. And the second thing is, again, we hit home on it, but be specific, right? Be super uber specific, right? Cool. You want to get a six pack, right? Firstly, what does someone that has a six pack look like? What do they do on their day to day, right? One thing that I've been massively doing, obviously, I know I'll be talking about version like Freeman 2.0, Freeman 3.0. I now like have like internal, like I sound like a crazy guy. I have internal conversations with myself, right? Cool. Such and such has just asked me to sort of come out to link up, let's eat and do whatever. Freeman 3.0, that has something that he has to do early in the morning. Is that a sensible decision for him to do?
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not, right? So just question myself. So step one, write it down. Step two, get specific.
Cool. I think for me, whenever you set yourself a goal, it can seem quite overwhelming. It can seem quite big. And naturally, because of that, we shy away from it. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do it next year. I'll do it next year. But to stop that from happening, one of the biggest things that I do is just break it down into manageable tasks. Break it down so it feels more realistic. You know, we want to break it down and just attack each part of what we need to do on a daily. You know, you might say, I'm going to do, you know, that part on a Monday. I'm going to do that part on a Tuesday. I'm going to do that part on a Wednesday. And just, I feel like breaking it down just makes it a bit more manageable. And we start to build momentum because we're doing that bit, we're doing bits and pieces. And then finally, I'll just say track your progress. Like one of the things that I do, I'll write down my goals every day and, you know, I tick them off and I can kind of see how am I getting on throughout the day?
Yeah.
How did I get on Monday? How did I get on Tuesday? How did I get on at the end of the week? So yeah, for me, break it down, track, and then yeah, you'll see the progress, man.
That's good. Guys, really hope you appreciate that. Again, as we always, we're all about practical steps. So these are some things that you can immediately implement to start goal setting. But JP, we said it in the last episode as well.
You say every damn episode.
And it's like, you guys aren't listening. What do they need to do?
You need to like.
Please.
You need to share.
Please tell them again.
Leave a comment.
It's so simple.
And more importantly, make sure you are subscribing because we are on the road to 500 subscribers.
500.
And I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Feels good.
It feels good. It feels
super good.
So guys, if you are appreciating what me and my boy are doing on a weekly basis, You know, you're liking the sauce, you're liking the juice, you're feeling inspired, you're feeling motivated, and you're ready to make some positive changes in your life. Just click the subscribe button.
It's so simple. It's a
So
big
simple.
red button. Like, who doesn't want to just click a red button?
So simple, so simple.
Cool.
But in wrapping up this episode, guys, I just want to say, you know, your goals are not dreams. They are instructions. So treat them like that. Treat them like that. They're not dreams. We can set whatever goals we want in our lives, and we can aim and we can shoot.
100%. And guys, if you don't know where you're going, how will you know if you've arrived? So having clarity with your goals and setting clear instructions, like JP said, is massively important to getting where you need to be.
Love that. So finally, guys, this is the part of the episode called Plug Bites.
Plug Bites.
This is where myself and Freeman, you know, read out a quote, something that's inspired us, something that's motivated us, something that's made us want to share with the world. So with that being said, I'll let you go first.
Cool. Again, just in love and memory of our dear friend Jim Rohns, I got something from him. He said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And there's a big underlying thing, because obviously, like we said, like, you know, you got to, you know, write it down. You got to be specific. You got to break it down. And you got to visualize it. And that's all like the easy stuff, right, that we can do. But now it's the actual doing part, the consistency part. And that word there, my friend, is discipline. And like John always says, like, you can't be disciplined in one thing and another. It's a blanket statement. It's a blanket lifestyle. It's a blanket characteristic about yourself. So again, focused on being habitual and focused on being disciplined. And that will massively support you in the form of consistency to actually achieve your goals.
No, I love that. Love that. I've got one that's short and sweet. It's from a famous American philosopher called Zig Ziglar, also a businessman as well. And he says, a goal properly set is halfway reached. And I think that leads on to, or backs up what you were saying about being like uber specific, you know, like once you kind of set the tone and you know what you want to achieve, you're halfway there, bro. Because like we said at the beginning of the episode, most people don't even have goals, so they don't even know where they're going. But the minute now you set a goal and you're specific, it's like you're halfway there. And now you just got to do what you said you was going to do. And like I said to you before, my new thing I'm trying to implement, just be the person who says or does what they say they're going to do. And I swear to you, your life will change. I swear to you guys. So yeah, there you have it, man.
Powerful.
There you
Powerful,
have it.
guys.
There you have it, man. So that was our episode, guys, on, you know, new goals, new you. Think about setting some goals. Think about doing things that can just change your life.
Simply.
You know, if you're tired of living the same boring life every day, rinse and repeat, let's start implementing.
So guys, we really hope you appreciate this episode. Please make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe. And as always, please make sure you tell a friend, tell your mum, tell your dad, tell his mistress.
Jeez.
Please tell her. And as always, guys, love, love, love.
Elevate.